They rise out of the water like mechanical giants, rusted steel towers standing alone in the North Sea, connected by broken walkways, miles from land. At first glance, they look like alien machines abandoned after an invasion. But they're not science fiction, they are real. And today, on the amazing world of data, we're uncovering the true story and the real numbers behind the Maunsell Sea Forts. During World War II, Britain faced a serious threat from German aircraft flying low across the North Sea and from naval mines dropped into critical shipping routes. The Thames and Mersey estuaries were lifelines, supplying London and major industrial ports. Protecting them was essential. In 1942, British civil engineer Guy Maunsell designed a bold solution: build anti-aircraft forts directly in the sea. Between 1942 and 1943, a total of 17 Maunsell Sea Forts were constructed and installed. In the Thames estuary near London, Britain built 7 army forts, 3 naval forts, that equals 10 forts in the Thames. But in the Mersey estuary near Liverpool, Britain built 4 army forts, 3 naval forts, that adds another 7 forts. So the full historical total is 17 operational sea forts, built across 2 estuaries. Now let's talk design. There were 2 completely different structural types. The army forts were the most visually dramatic. Each installation consisted of 7 separate steel towers, 1 central control tower surrounded by 6 gun towers. They were connected by narrow steel walkways and stood on 4 hollow steel legs drilled into the seabed. These towers rose approximately 60 feet above sea level, depending on tide. The naval forts were larger reinforced concrete structures with 2 massive hollow legs. They were constructed in dry dock, floated into position, and then sunk onto the seabed. Each naval fort weighed approximately 4,000 to 4,500 tons. Most were positioned between 6 and 12 miles offshore in shallow estuarine waters. Each Army fort typically housed around 100 personnel, including gunners, radar operators, and support crew. Supplies arrived by boat, crews rotated in shifts, and storms frequently battered the exposed structures. The forts were equipped with anti-aircraft guns and radar systems. Historical records confirm they engaged enemy aircraft during the war and helped protect vital shipping lanes. However, exact confirmed aircraft destruction numbers vary by source, so historians avoid citing a fixed tally. After World War II ended in 1945, their strategic importance declined rapidly. Most were decommissioned in the late 1940s and early 1950s. Maintenance stopped. Corrosion began. Some naval forts were dismantled entirely. Others slowly deteriorated as steel weakened and walkways collapsed. But the story didn't end there. In the 1960s, several abandoned forts were used by offshore pirate radio broadcasters. At the time, some of these structures sat just outside Britain's recognized territorial waters. Stations like Radio Such and Radio City transmitted popular music to millions of listeners across southeast England. This unlicensed broadcasting movement led directly to the Marine Broadcasting Offenses Act of 1967, which restricted offshore radio operations. One former naval fort, known as Ruff's Tower, became something even stranger. In 1967, it was occupied and declared an independent micronation called the Principality of Sealand. Ruff's Tower is located about 7 nautical miles off the coast of Suffolk. Its total platform area measures approximately 550 square meters, or 0.00055 square kilometers, smaller than many suburban backyards. While Sealand claims independence, it is not officially recognized as a sovereign state by the United Kingdom or any other country. Today, several Army forts in the Thames estuary still stand, though heavily corroded after more than 80 years of exposure to salt water. Restoration proposals have been discussed, but structural decay and safety concerns make preservation difficult and costly. What began as wartime necessity became industrial sculpture. What defended shipping lanes became pirate radio platforms. What was built for war became the foundation of a self-declared micronation. 17 structures, 2 estuaries, one of the strangest offshore engineering projects ever constructed. And that's what makes the Maunsell Sea Forts one of the most unusual and misunderstood relics of World War II. If you found this interesting, then don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching the amazing world of data.